Hello, yes, Daniel. Just want to talk to you about magnesium flakes and the DIY approach to creating your own flakes, which is actually quite ridiculous. You can do it, like anybody can. You can create all sorts of stuff on the planet, but it doesn't. It's not gonna. It's actually a stupid move, and I'll tell you why. Because you're saving a little bit of dollars, I guess, doing it. So you think that that's kind of cool, and I get that. But what you don't know is that the natural state of magnesium, when it's in its pure form, is the oil itself, which is extracted from a brine. And that brine is coming from deep within the earth if it's the right stuff, which is not 5% of the market. And so the other stuff can be taken from chalk and anywhere else, and then they can separate the potassium from that chalk and then make their own magnesium, sterilize it, refine it, solvent extract it, add water back, magnesium oil. Cheap stuff. And USP, cheap, not nothing qualitative. And then on top of that, the process of heating it to make the flakes is another 320 degrees of pressure and heat in order to create more hydrochloric acid in the product. And so then this becomes more caustic in the body, not only through the skin, but also internally. So if you have the real magnesium oil that's certified Zechstein Inside with the trademark logo, not with these authentic Zechstein, genuine Zechstein, it has to come from Vindam in Holland, the actual city and the actual source where all of this comes from. There's only one source in Holland. They're all claiming it's from Holland and the Netherlands, but there's only one source. So it's very easy to figure out who's doing what. But a lot of people don't know about that. And they don't know that the word Zechstein cannot be controlled legally. So anybody can throw that on their product. It can be from Asia, remarketed to look like it's from the heart of Europe, and it's not. So glass can help you. It can help you discern quality. A lot of people using glass typically have a higher, they have higher risk and associated with that. And there's a little bit of heart involved in that because most people just sell out and go plastic. So when people use glass, most of the time, it means it can be a qualitative product. Sometimes it's not. It's a marketing ploy because they've saved money elsewhere and then they kind of want the best packaging, maybe. So you do have to be careful. But if you find the glass and you find the logo, Zechstein Inside, trademark from Vindam in Holland, well, then you have you have the real stuff. So do the real stuff, get that in, Epsom salt baths and all these magnesium baths, they're not meant to bring magnesium into the body. You're in an exudative process. You're sweating all that out. It's like a light form of detoxification that's happening at the surface level of the skin. It's pulling some of the skin's residual detoxification out. The skin picks up as a filter some of the things that the liver can't detoxify. So there is some need for this, and there's a need maybe even to clean the infected bath water. I mean, I have a theory that all the iodine 131, radioactive iodine, is in our bath water. It runs off through the rain off, through everything, and that comes into our bath water. So maybe the salts can help attract some of that radioactive iodine to themselves and keep it from you to a certain degree. So there might be some intelligence in healing the water with some vinegar and Epsom and all that stuff. But this is not the way to bring magnesium into the body. That's ridiculous. The best way is to do it through that magnesium oil daily application without a bath, without dirty, infested USDA, whatever bath water that we have today. Fluoride, chlorine, everything else that's in there, endocrine disruptors. And do it directly on the skin. No middleman required. Now, you have to have the right product, and don't do the flake DIY thing. It's not going to help you. I mean, if you want to cheapen the one deficiency that's the most widespread in the world that touches 800 processes in the human body, from everything from hormones down to the nervous system, and you want to cheapen that molecular chain with some sort of like DIY shortcut, or bad quality stuff that's solvent extracted and sterile and has no more chelative powers. The chelative powers of magnesium are its key function. Outside of magnesium deficiency, this chelation brings out toxins, acid residues, not only from cramps and everything else, but it brings them out of the body through the sweat glands and other orifices. It's like conjugated. It conjugates with these toxins and brings them out. So you want to do magnesium right. You don't want to cheapen it. If it's $50 a year for the world's deficiency, do it right. Get the best quality possible. Don't go cheap. Don't go, this one's $2 and this one's $12. No, it's $50 a year. Do it right. So I'm always trying to help people get the right quality because that changes molecularly the whole game. Everything changes with that. And so over time, you'll realize that, you know, when it comes to eggs, salt, milk, butter, okay, bread, these basic products, you need to spend the most money you have on these because they're the cheapest products that you're going to have. But you got to turn up the energy on those because they're so basic, they're so staple. You know, that's not where you go cheap in that area. That's ridiculous. That's like a guy that owns a discotheque, spends $100 million or $20 million to create this amazing club, and then he spends $5 on the needles for the turntables, you know, where all the sound comes through. And like that one little area, he's going to spend like $5 and go cheap. You know, it's like, it's not intelligent. So don't do that. Do it right. Get the right stuff. Come see us, theheartoftradition.com. Yes, I'm selling products as well as trying to educate people, but that's the way it should be. You know, that's profit is a healthy motive in how we do our education and live our lives. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's all about getting people to understand what they need and what can help them and how to not make mistakes, which can be harming their health. I'm a naturopath, and that's what I'm trying to do. So come check us out at theheartoftradition.com and get started. Thanks.